and shit. What is cracking?
What up?
We are live, Bucks. We're live. Fucking A.
No, Mario, we did not postpone. We were just lagging.
Just lagging. Just trying to set shit up, dude. We, oh man. Quite a bit of hoopla right now
Yeah.
with this OG thing. Are you keeping up with all this on X?
Yeah.
Dude. No more fucking OG brackets, dude. We should do OG duels.
Yeah.
Where we heavily vet each OG. We're like, all right, this is
I think it's just hard
OG.
to do strain-specific duels, period, because you need, like, even when you do a Z1, you got people calling up, well, what about Z times this? Like,
Yeah.
it's always something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like, you know how we're always talking shit on the refs in the UFC? Mm-hmm. And the judges and shit? Mm-hmm. It's like, we also wouldn't want to be them. That's
No,
fucking,
because we
this
are.
shit is hard
Yeah.
to fucking... And also, you know, we're not the most genetically, like...
Competent?
Yeah, like, our emphasis is not on genetics.
No.
Half the time I forget what genetics I'm currently smoking because I don't even pay attention to that shit until I know it's smoking. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, now I'm curious. What is this? What's going on with it? But, you know, we aren't breeders. We don't come from that background. So we're just trying to
Hey, Sean,
put on a show with some gas.
real quick, my bad. In the closet, there's a jar. I mean, not a jar, a box. That was for display, for Woodwide.
Should I blue corner first?
Yes.
I just feel like there's an argument to be made about probably 80% of this bracket that even smells like OG, that it's not like straight OG or whatever. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Should just be a little tiny empty box that says Woodwide. Came with all the packaging.
Well, all brackets. Which one has been y'all's favorite? Which one has
Kinda, yeah.
been our favorite?
Dave said he thinks you might have tossed it.
That's a really good fucking...
So that's what he just said. It was just a shiny box.
If it's totally fine.
Yeah.
If not, this jar works. But okay, so that's what our favorite bracket is. I think for me it was the gas bracket. Personally, I think that was my favorite bracket to date.
Yeah.
What about you?
Sweets bracket was fun.
Sweets bracket was a
Gas
great
bracket was
time.
fun too.
Just something about gas that actually smokes that really gets me hyped.
If I'm being honest, dude, my favorite bracket was the last hash hole bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the hash hole brackets are fucking wild.
Yeah. Well, probably because you
Shout
don't
out
have to grow, huh?
Yeah.
Or you don't have to roll. I mean.
I was like, bro, I never have to grow. I was like, no, shout out fucking Mike and Blaine. Be taking over the fucking hash hole game.
Yes, sir. That should be. Just waiting on a sign to show up at the studio, but that should be as soon as next week we go live. Or they go live.
Still two
In
times,
the Hash Hole
cracking.
League. All right, where we at? Blue corner. Okay. But yeah, dude, the strain specific brackets, just straight OG is like, because there's a lot of OGs that people would argue aren't straight, like the Wi-Fi OG. Like I would let that in the OG bracket, and it is in, and I'm sure we'll get crucified because it's like somewhere along the way it's not straight OG, but like I don't know. We were just trying to do something cool for that side of things, you know, like the OG side of things, and not have no purple shit and like, you know, zero in a little bit more than the gas bracket. So we said OG and OG times gas, you know, and I think a lot of people were up in arms about the OG Kush Breath, which is not the OG KB, you know, that I think people thought it was. Nevertheless, still not a straight OG, but we were under the impression it was a motor breath, but it turns out it's a Mendo breath, which motor breath I think was Chem and
Motor breath is Chem and SFV.
SFV, yeah. So, is what it is.
Screwnick had a good idea. He
File a
said,
complaint on our website.
Sativa bracket, he said, and whichever one freaks the both of you out the most wins.
Yeah, well, he won't even get freaked out. Just be me tripping. So,
It depends. I don't know. I usually don't smoke heavy sativas, you know?
people have been saying citrus bracket, and I'm like, it's a really just
Yeah.
looking for it. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah, I
this is
didn't even know you
totally
were still
fine.
looking for it.
Yeah, this is totally fine. But people have been saying citrus bracket. I'm like, I just don't know, dude. I mean, I guess make it a really small one.
Thank you, Sean.
But do we do 10K grand prize for a fucking citrus bracket, dude? I don't know. Does anybody want to see that? Let's hear it. Who wants to see a citrus bracket? Is that what the people would want to see? Something tells me. Or at least I'm hoping. that it wouldn't be.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, they're stealing. They're taking everybody's account.
Rosin bracket is something we really need to do. That the thing is, and we might just have to do the proper hash league because we're looking for the right hosts of the hash league, dude. And it's tough, dude.
Yeah, it's
like,
hard.
Because there's a bunch of criteria for like a successful show, and it's like somebody with a freakish work ethic that's down to throw the fuck down, somebody that can like thoroughly and intelligently articulate all the points needed to make to justify a win or a loss, and go through all the criteria and identify each criteria and be able to actually like dive into all the criteria and like not be like I mean, I guess you could be like a fucking big ass fat wook, you know what I mean, if you want to, but like,
Yeah.
you know, ideally somebody that's like, I don't know, whenever I see
Somebody that's personable.
yeah, somebody that's like, I don't know, just like a good host of a show. It's really hard to find, dude. So, because all the people that really know their terps that I know, they're not about to be on camera either. They're like, bro, I'll freeze up on camera. You know what I'm saying?
And Peasy, we've done that. It's just the regular flower brackets. We've done those.
We'll do a static bracket maybe in the. Let's get a rosin bracket first, then we'll get into the static, dude. We need a smells like shit bracket. Improper Doinks. We've been trying to get him to do a. You know what we should do? Because I don't think Improper's gonna do it. He's in the studio right here, by the way. Is the worst of bracket. Just the worst fucking weed moves
Dave
on,
should
dude.
do it, dude.
I mean, he should, but
That's
he's
his
worried about
shit.
making making enemies.
Nah, it's just it's a very negative.
It's not really
Bro,
on
it's
brand
it's
for him
satire,
either.
dude.
Yeah, but somebody's gonna get fucking shitted on over it. He said it's more on brand for us.
No way.
Well, because we don't give a fuck about making enemies.
Yeah, that's
He-
your whole bag is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
our
saying?
whole
He's a
bag
little
is
worried about
finding
it.
and smoking the best weed in the world. What the fuck do we
Or
look like
calling
doing that?
out the worst. And the only at first I was like, nah, it's an asshole move, right? And then I was like, hold on. If something's really smoking that bad out there, right, and people are putting it out on the market, in a way they kind of deserve to get called out. In a way, you almost should win an award for the worst fucking weed smoking.
How do you even judge that though, dude? Because let's be honest, between
The
you
same
and
way
I,
we judge this.
it ain't never getting past round one if it's all shit. It's
Yeah.
never getting past
Well, it
round
might
one.
not be all shit.
So we're taking like a couple hits of everything and putting it out.
Yeah, like what's the worst thing? You know, we'll get a few rotations in, and then the worst thing moves on. I'll tell you what, we'll figure out a Patreon incentive, and if we get a certain amount of Patreon subscriptions, then we'll do it live for the Patreon specifically. How
There
about
you
that?
go.
We'll do something like that, because I do think there's a place for it, because I do think that it is a little fucked.
The bracket that you guys have picked.
That's crazy, Dave. I just never knew you were such a bitch, dude.
I'm
Crazy,
just so
dude.
worried
I'm
about
just
it. Huh? All right, here, bring that tray over here. Zogod versus Mopping Terps round one. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say Zogod's weed smoked that bad. He's just a douchebag. But Mopping Terps was, I would say, the worst smoke of 2025.
Respawn what infection? Talking about his lung infection?
Oh,
Oh yeah, dude.
That's
He's like,
true.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna go fucking get your lungs fucked up
tell
again.
you what, I'll risk my life for a certain amount of Patreon subscribers.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what, dude.
Jesus.
We'll make something where it's like if we get that many, we'll do it.
MacGyver, dude. Zozo's already moved on through the wild card to get into the actual bracket itself. And dude, if you don't know who Woodwhite is,
At this point,
yeah, I don't know what to say.
They've
Dude,
had some
go
of the
check
best
them out.
smoke.
Yeah,
See, the thing about our show that throws people off is we have people that aren't necessarily in the noise per se,
Yeah,
because
the
we
cool
like
kids
to
crowd.
look in every corner of the country, because we don't think that just the people with the spotlight currently are the best out there. We found people that are unknown and have fucking fire multiple times over and over. Every bracket, probably 8 out of 10 champions that we had were a wild card that nobody really knew about. And then now motherfuckers know about them, you know, and that's like our favorite thing to find, dude, is like people that maybe they just focused on their craft and they didn't know what's up on the marketing and they never just looked into it or never practiced it. And then we get to be that bridge from fire that's not marketable to fucking, you know, to let the smokers know that care about not the packaging, but how it smokes. So, you know, Zozo's got some fire as far as I can remember, and Woodwide has had nothing but fucking heat on the show. Even his loss, even his one of his 2 losses with the last gas bracket that he entered,
was still fire.
it was still fire. Yeah, it just got edged out.
We will do that deal 2 times. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we're gonna do a championship bracket
Yeah.
once we get to like
We have to have enough champions.
8 or 16 champions.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do a championship bracket. Yeah, we'll have to do that for sure.
How many retweets to get? What?
Athena sponsor after Growing Pains 1. Yes, sir, Anthony. So Athena's been reaching out for a long time. We never entertained it because we just hadn't had anything that was really smoking amazingly. Lately, we've been having more and more shit that was smoking amazingly. So we answered the call. You know what's funny is, and some people were like, obviously, throwing shade about the Athena sponsorship. I just find it hilarious because everybody's like, you guys got to keep an open mind and this and that, except for when it comes to some Athena weed smoking. Then all of a sudden we have to have a closed mind. You know what I mean? Our thing with all of our sponsors, Papers, Grinders, which is coming soon, finally, Santa Cruz Shredder, and what's the other one? Oh, Grove Bags. We can verifiably just prove that they're all the absolute best product. With Faven and Nutrients, lighting and growing equipment, we can't say, because we're not growers, this is the best. So what we have to do is say, okay, this product, which is excellent, was grown with this company, whether it be lighting or nutrients. If that's the case, if Athena grown flower is fire, we have to ignore all the cardboard bullshit that everybody's talking about, because I think it's just fun to jump on that bandwagon and start preaching cardboard and be like, I'm smoking this weed right now and it's fucking godly. And it was grown with Athena, boom, immediately opened the conversation. Not to mention high tech, not to mention the alien tech from yesterday, not to mention, who was it? Mitten Master. There's a lot of other people throwing down. And not to mention the people who I can't even name that are such massive, worldwide renowned growers that use Athena on the low because they know how uneducated the marketplace is and how quickly that bandwagon took off. And just say, look, I use it, but I don't tell nobody that I have to keep their shit on the low. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we got Athena as a sponsor now. Nothing against Drip, you know what I mean? Athena outbid them, and they're both companies that we've had fire from. So it's as simple as that.
Screwnick, the rolling tutorial that we did a while ago was on the Zolympics, the back of the Zolympics box.
That's the only place you could see his.
Yeah, but then the other one is with
X.
Well, it's on First Smoke of the Day.
Oh yeah, it's coming out soon on
First Smoke of the Day is dropping one soon.
Bucks says you can make Athena smoke okay, but there's levels to this. Bucks, respectfully, you might be able to make Athena smoke okay, but people like Growing Pains make it smoke excellent, amazing. So at that point, the way we logic it is he could do it, other people can't. Sounds like a personal problem. Because if other people can do it, then immediately disproves this idea that you can't grow excellent weed with Athena. That's the thing that really, and I was shitting on Athena more than anyone, I think, dude. We were absolutely dogging Athena. But then as soon as we're proven wrong, it's like, boom, we're proven wrong. It's simple as that. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? So I don't know. When I see people talking shit on Athena, I was only able to get this and that with Athena. It's almost embarrassing a little bit. It's like, guys, you're blowing your cover a little bit. That was a personal problem. Other people are able to do this. You know what I'm saying? Athena needs her name rehabbed. Well, dude, that's what we're here to do. And we wouldn't, because you guys know we like to pick the very against the grain topics.
This is all of it, right?
Yeah, the shit that
and this
is gonna. Yes, keep passing me that jar. You guys know we like to pick the against the grain topics, the shit that's gonna fucking, it would be much easier to just like stay with, nobody really talks shit about Drip. I mean, we used to, what I mean, before we tried something fire grown with it and then did the same thing we did with Athena. But like, I would say that was the biggest mountain to climb because of this, now I would say unwarranted reputation of cardboard, right? Picking Athena was like, all right, we're about to be battling in these comments. But all I got to do is smoke the fucking honey bananas and be like, zero background noise, perfect flavor, to the end, smooth, this, that, every single box, excellent. What the fuck are they going to say now? Like, what can they say now? What can I say now? You want me to turn that off?
Yeah, it's just fucking blowing shit all over the place. Equally opposite as music.
Genetics are a huge factor. A lot of things are a huge factor. I think the grower is 90% to blame for fire or boof. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of these organic growers that are putting out fucking heat with organic could probably put out just as good or better heat with salts if it's a more dialed in situation. I feel like organic is like the hardest way to grow, and when it's done right, it's really hard to beat, but it's seldom done right, bro. It's very rarely is organic done right where it's actually smoking like some salts. And keep in mind, salts doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, it's this chemical, this and that. Like, dude, pretty sure Athena gets their salts from, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm gonna double check on this, but I'm pretty sure they get their salts from like the fucking Himalayas or some like super organic source of the salts. I'm gonna double check on where they get their salts, but you know, I learned a lot of shit when it comes to that. Oh man, these are gonna be some difficult nugs to get an exact eighth out of. Fucking A, come on, dude.
No, fucking big ass nugs or what?
Well, they're all just medium as fuck, so it's like 3.6, good enough, dude. We're close. It smells so good, dude. We're gonna get back to the comments in a second, my bad. Well, most people just don't understand how to grow organically, whether it's wheat or tomatoes. I just feel like even the people that do understand how to grow organically, we have a lot of their batches, and they're just never that consistent. I'd say it's hard to beat the best organics. Like the best organics has such strong flavor. Purity is usually where it's lacking. It has a little bit of a smoky background, but it has usually the most intense terps when done right. It's just not often that it's consistently done right. That's all. And I don't know. I mean, I think it's just because like it's just easier to dial in a. I think it's you see great salts more often. Is all, you know, like the best versus the best. I don't know. Organics probably has got the win there, I think, and I'm not even sure about that statement honestly. But you just don't see it that much, bro. Who's really dialed in like that? Who really has fucking organics constantly smoking? You know what I mean? Which is why it's more respectable when you do achieve that. You know what I'm saying? That's not even to shit on organics. That's just like, bro, I don't see it often. And I would say, like, as, you know, not trying to, like, say this in, like, any way other than, like, dude, we try probably a wider variety of weed than anybody on earth at this point in the last 8 years. Every single day, it's 2 to 4 new strains from a different corner of the country. And we know about the medium, and we know about all the shit. And we get to develop all this data and fucking... At the end of the day, it's just more rare to have organic, so it's more impressive also when it does smoke. I think a lot of people too, like when they think organic or not organic, they think of like the food industry where you're spraying pesticides and you're doing all these things. It's not like you're getting a fucking mineral or a compound from like eggshells versus like, you know, having it synthetically fucking
What's
derived.
Blood, Sweat, and Tears said it a second ago. Something about it being more soluble.
Yeah, more soluble, more accurate, more controllable. Like, there's a lot of...
Because they have no control over what is soluble in their solution.
Yeah, that's really all it is, dude. It's not like it's... I don't know. I don't see synthetically grown weed as the same thing as non-organic food. I see them as completely different. You know what I mean? Like, you can have clean as fuck synthetics. But my thing is, okay, like what's worse? Like when I'm smoking some organics and it's burning dark and shit and it's harsh, and instead of the cherry being strong enough to vaporize all that oil and produce all that blue vaporous smoke, pure, ridden of any weird burnt tar taste, and then the organics is like burning the fucking oil instead of vaporizing it from a distance because it's not combusting well and it hurts. Is that healthy? Just because it's organic, burning the oil is healthy? I don't know. I don't really buy that shit, dude. To me, just because it's organic, I'm gonna choke on a fucking doink pause.
And you're like, is this it?
Yeah, I forgot about the scale real quick. I was like, hold on. And look, I'm like, bro, I'm big organic at home. All my food's organic. All my son's clothes is organic. His fucking sheets. Every single thing about our life is organic, just not the weed. Because I don't think it's the same definitions of non-organic. Like, it doesn't have the same ramifications, I don't think. And I'm waiting to see a study. There's a lot of people like, studies have already proven this, bro. And I wait to see the study, and I never see the study. Where does it show that inorganic weed is bad for you? I need to see that. I think that's just like an easy to hop on bandwagon, personally.
Who says that?
Oh, half the fucking internet, dude. I don't know. Like, any organic grower is immediately like, non-organic is dangerous and this and that. And I'm like, I mean, I'm open to the concept because
I'm sure it could be dangerous.
I agree with organic in many other ways. Yeah, if you're spraying
yeah,
and
I'm
shit.
sure it could be dangerous, but I mean, if you know how to use it right.
Yeah, you know, but like using salts in and of itself, I don't think is the dangerous part. I don't really buy that. I don't know. When I'm smoking it and it feels pure as fuck and it feels clean and it's like my lungs feel good smoking it, it's hard to believe that that's more unhealthy than some of the organic harsh ass smoke out there. Because a lot of organics that I have, dude, even when the flavor's loud as fuck, there's a bite to it. There's just a little bite to it, bro. And I don't know how to get around that, you know. Organic growing just helps our ecosystem. The goal is to be closed loop. I get that that matters to some people. As a consumer, speaking for consumers, at least the connoisseur consumers, I'm sure there's a large group of people out there that value that. We don't give a fuck, dude. If that shit is sustainable, it better be smoking. That's, that, you know what I mean? Just to be, I don't know how that makes me look. Don't care, you know, about... If that shit's harsh, I'm not thinking, well, at least the fucking loop is closed and this is sustainable. I don't give a fuck, dude. It's harsh. Fuck out of here. Give me that non-sustainable shit. I'll pay double. You know what I mean? Like...
I agree, Rafe.
What did he say?
He said, just ask people to name 3 fire organic growers. Bet they can't.
Chat, can we do that?
It's hard to do.
I mean, I think we could if we looked at our list, you know, I think we could. Are they
that we
super
had a good batch from doesn't mean are they good.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with anybody on our list, right?
Yeah.
But somebody who has consistently hit shit out the park in the way that some of the salt growers do?
No, it doesn't exist.
I don't know. But my thing is, if it did, I'd be the first to fucking shout their praises from the rooftops because I'm personally obsessed with organic everything else in my life. I want organic to be the best. I really do. Greasy's not organic. Have you guys seen the video of his grow?
They said locals only.
Locals only, yeah, but locals only. Like,
yeah.
he does put out fire, but he does have that background noise most of the time. There's this interesting little flavor that comes along with most, and it's sometimes almost not noticeable, but sometimes it's the only thing you notice. And it's been, you know, I think it's 4 and 4.
Yeah.
And it's been a little hit and miss, you know, but his hits are fire. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. I'd say some of the best combusting organics there is, locals only, but still, it's Al Organics, Candido Craft. I need to try more Al Organics. We've had good and bad from Al Organics.
Yeah, I've had probably
same as
more
any other
good than
organics
bad.
grower. Yeah, I haven't had too much.
Yeah, I've had a few from him.
No Till Kings I've only had rough smoke from, personally. I know people think it was the most flavorful black ash I've ever had, but nevertheless, black ash. Moon Valley cannabis I've only had really harsh weed from. Can we scroll back up a little bit? I want to see what else they put there. Right there. Sweet Sisters never had it. No Till Kings harsh. Tornado Terps I've had 2 batches from, both amazing flavor, both pretty harsh. Good bite there. These are all kind of examples that I'm going off of in my head. Keep going down, sorry. Sean? Yeah, a little bit. Mandala, also harsh and a little smoky. The last batches we had. Rebel Grown was really nice, but it wasn't a here, stop right there. It wasn't a batch grown by him. It was out of Arizona and it wasn't organic. Ball Family Farms, I don't believe is organic. At least not the batch I had, but it was a little harsh. And it lost that one. Let's see what we got. What else? I haven't tried I have tried the Loud Alien once. It was a little harsh. It was in a hash hole with some hash though, so I can't blame the flour. PZ solid answers. I like the No Till Kings, but it's inconsistent. Inconsistent is what we're saying for the most part. Zozo, a little bit. It had a little bite to it. Let's see. Hold on, let's slow down there. Third Eye Organics. We've had 4 batches from them. We had 2 batches of Z, a batch of Sherb, and one other I forgot. The Sherb was straight air pack, no flavor, chalkiness. The Z was top 2, maybe best Z's we've ever had. Incredible. Like one of the most memorable smokes ever. And then we got the Z again right afterwards, double back for the next batch.
And it
straight
was
chalk.
not the same, yeah.
Straight mineral chalk, disgusting. It was not smokable. It lost to super dope. So also inconsistent. Only one good batch out of the 4 that I tried there. So are you getting what I'm saying? Like, this is where we're coming from. Like, everybody's... No, there's not one name that we haven't tried a harsher, smokier batch from on the side of organics. Greasy Couture, some of the best flavor out there, but his thing was halfway through. It did get a little bite. I'm saying, guys, like, we've tried them. We've tried them. Organics can be fucking harsh. And it's not because we're hating on organics or that we love salts, dude. I want to be team organics, but salts just tends to produce a more consistent product, dude. In our experience, and we'd love to be wrong. I got to try more Greasy with an eye, the crazy one batches, because I always give him his props. I try to say the weed is blowing, but I've only tried it, 2022 last time we tried Greasy's weed, and everybody's been telling me, dude, that shit stopped smoking. I don't know why you keep shouting him out like it's smoking. I'm just trying to be fair, but apparently it's not smoking anymore, so I got to try more of that. I got to stop giving him props if he's not smoking no more. Haven't tried Hushel. Everyone has bad batches, like you guys know, but being that the organic circle is a lot smaller, you find less good batches. That could be it, Peasy. That could be it for sure. But, we try a good, consistent amount of batches from them. I just think it's a way harder craft to do, bro. And it's not a detriment to the grower. I think all those organic growers, if they took up salts, would probably be putting out just as fire or better weed than the salt growers potentially. There's nothing to do with the grower. It's just that method of doing it is like, what's a fucking sport that's like, there's 2 ways to do it. The really hard, respectable way and then the easier way. I don't know. But all your favorite brands have also had harsh... Yeah, then the salts have bad batches too. Let's not forget about that, dude. I'm not saying that the salts don't. I'm just saying in our experience, they tend to be more consistent. That's all. It just seems to be easier to dial in through not soil, but like cocoa and rock wool and shit like that. It just seems to be more of like an SOP can be followed more strictly, if that makes sense. Flag and tackle football. That's another, I don't know. Yeah. I was thinking bowling with or without the guards.
Guards what? Oh, you mean the fucking,
rails or whatever on the side that keep the ball in?
What do they call those?
The rails, right? Keep you in the rails.
Rails?
And bowling.
On bowling when you put them up for kids?
Yeah.
Bumpers. There you go. I knew there was a word for it.
It's like bowling with or without the bumpers. Yeah. It's just a hack. Shit. Hey, you guys, stick around for after this, by the way. Improper Doinks is doing a Fire Under 50 segment. He's launching it today. Basically finding the most fire shit at dispensaries for under $50. Today we have a long-awaited bout. We have been trying to put together Preferred Gardens versus Buck Mountain for a very long time. Battle of the Mixed Light, $30 fucking eighths or something like that. We had never got around to it. Improper Doinks is doing it today live at 4:20, directly after this stream. So stick around. Actually, on his YouTube, not on our YouTube. Can we link his YouTube on this description?
In the description?
Yeah, or wherever. I mean, it'll disappear in the comments, but
not if you pin it.
I don't know if we can we? We can only put it up on the screen, I think. But look in the in like 5 minutes, it'll be in the description. We'll remind you again. But what a mess you made here, dude.
Yeah. Look at our sides of the table, bro. It's crazy.
Look, dude, look. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. Yeah, and I just, again, don't want nobody to think we're trying to shit on organics. Not at all. I think it's the most respectable endeavor to try to achieve. Shit just doesn't perform as good. Here,
If you're going to do that, I'll do this.
all right.
And get this fucking looking respectable.
Yeah, it's just easier to get a salt to smoke good is all I'm saying. Organics is craft. Ain't no craft and everyone following a recipe. Bucks, I see the angle there for sure, but I also think growing weed in any way is a craft. In any way. And I don't think anybody's just blindly following a recipe either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think every grower is, their own level of craft. I think organics is like, it's like saying if you paint on a canvas, that's craft, but if you do it on an iPad, it's not craft, or you're not an artist or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk to some of these salt growers, there's no mistaking they are fucking craftsmen. But yeah, either way, dude, we love it all when it's smoking. All this talk comes right back down to the hashtag, but how does it smoke? Love to see an organics win a battle. It's my favorite thing to see personally. But yeah, everybody's a craftsman. That's great. Even people growing mids that are trying to grow fire are some craftsmen, dude. You know how hard it is to grow mids? It's still hard to grow mids, dude. It's hard to get a healthy harvest, period, even if it doesn't smoke.
Sure.
So there's respect all around the board. It's never anything like that. It's just somebody's got to figure out if the shit's smoking or not. That's all. I don't know if we smoked Hylia. But let's get into it. We got today Wood Wide versus Zozo. Number 3 ranked Wood Wide. Coming back with something other than the fucking Woodsy. For once. So this will be the first time in a long time that we see anything but the Woodsy. Let's get that Doink cam lined up here. Fucking, what are we doing first? Let's get the...
Talk shit on the Doinks so you don't forget.
Let's get the rules. Let's get the rules, and then we'll talk some shit on the Doinks. But before we get into it, a shout out to the sponsors. Raw Elements, Grove Bag, Faven, and Athena. We don't really just fuck with random sponsors. Almost every slot on the screen here could have been filled with something 2 to 5 times higher payment, but we pass because this is the shit we actually can vouch for and stand behind. Recently, the most recent addition being Athena after the last bracket. Let's get into the rules. So what we're looking at, like always, is the shit that matters to the connoisseur. The interaction with the palate, specifically around flavor and smoothness and the longevity of those two things. If you're wondering why we don't have potency up here, it's not because it doesn't matter. It's because we cannot objectively judge it. Everybody reacts differently to all different types of effects. You connoisseurs know what effects you need from what terp profiles. You don't need us to tell you that. We're just here to say what's smoking from those terp profiles. And even if it affected everybody exactly the same, let's live in a magic fairy tale land where that's true. Which high is better? If we had one high more couch lock, one high more creative and euphoric, what's better? Who the fuck are we to say that this is better than that?
Subjective, because depending on the day, I may want creativity and uplifting, and if I'm trying to go to sleep, I'm gonna want couch lock.
If it's a nighttime episode, then it looks like the couch lock's winning. So imagine how much fucking hate we get already.
Yeah.
And then if we tried to say, oh, you lost because of we liked the other high more. Could you fucking imagine the absolute atrocity that would turn into? Look, we set out, we tried to literally create the most transparent, in-depth, fair cannabis competition, and nobody can do it perfect, right? It's impossible to do a competition perfect. Everything is a little bit subjective. But how can we be more transparent and fair than doing it live, unedited, multiple cameras, with every little factor that we could possibly judge about the smoke quality, opening it up to the floor, what else can we judge? And constantly changing the rules to try to get better. So this is what we're judging for now. Smoothness and all the flavor attributes are all worth 1 point, besides smoothness is worth 2 points. If one becomes unsmokable before the other, it's an automatic KO. If both are smoking all 3 rounds, then we tally up the above criteria and go best 2 out of 3 for the win. And if neither are smoking for at least 2 of the 3 rounds, then it's a double loss, no participation trophies in the PSL. I'll fight you too, bro. Fuck salt. That's hella funny. Hey, look, don't take it up with me, dude.
He's talking to Mario. Mario said, who the fuck said fuck salts? I'll fight you.
And
then he's responding to Mario.
Look, I get the fuck salt movement. I understand where they're coming from. I just think it's misled and uneducated. Mm-hmm. I just think these people need to try more weed from salts. That's good. I think they probably try one salt pack that's like smoking like fucking chalk, and they're like, oh my God, it's disgusting. And then they just made their mind up about salts. Like, at least we've tried ridiculous amount of batches from each side of the table over and over and over for the last fucking 8 years straight. Mm-hmm. Side by side.
Yeah.
Judging all the little components. And at the end of the day, that's all we can say. Salts are for Chad. Salts are for people who appreciate flavor, and so is organics. Anyone trying to say that the nutrients are the reason for this or that is heavily discrediting the grower.
Mm-hmm.
A good grower can whip up fire with either, in my opinion, and can produce boof with either. So I think that's just a very uneducated ass fucking standpoint to come from. All right, let's talk some shit on these doinks.
We gotta go to the tail of the tape first.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Tail
Got your back. All right, so we got Zozo in the blue corner and Wood Wide in the red corner. And I would like to say Wood Wide's ranked number 3.
Yep.
Let's talk about it, dude. That's sick. He's going up against a number 3 ranked opponent right now. Zozo.
I'd never smoked his weed before he came in that bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he lost his first round
Yeah.
in the gas bracket.
And then came back swinging.
Dude, won $14,000 grand prize and then made it to the finals of the next bracket.
Just came back swinging.
Vicious 7-fight win streak right after that.
So we got Davinci OG in the blue corner for Zozo, which is an OG phenotype, and we got Headbanger for Wood Wide, which is sour diesel times biker kush. Harvest dates of September 1st and July 14th. We got 8 light Think Grow model with built-in far red versus 72 LEDs with Faven under canopy. Soil versus Pro Mix, organic versus organic, and traditional versus rec. Once again, same thing as last time with Zozo. These couldn't be more different.
Yeah, looks like Zozo has the freshness advantage, which may or may not always be a good thing in the OG department.
Yeah.
This month, September 1st, harvested. So, interesting. We got some Faven over on Wood Wide and some far red, which Faven's been doing a lot of research on, actually.
Yep.
All right, where we at? Spark the torches. Let's get shit lit up here. Yeah, it's all good, dude. That works. All right, can we cut that?
Bro.
Sean didn't see that, right?
No, he did not.
Cool. Nothing, bro.
dude.
Sean has OCD on some clean list that I tried to put this in the fucking
He tried to be
trash.
smooth like me and catch the ash in the air like I do, and then he
the
just
gust,
fumbled
it
it the
just
entire
fucking made
time.
it go. All right.
Damn,
What am I
it
got? I
just
got
does
blue
not want to
corner.
burn, dude, or drop off of there.
Oh shit, we gotta talk shit on the doinks, dude. Look at me, almost forgetting this shit. All right, let's pull up the doinks here.
I don't know what's happening.
It's all good. That's all the space we need. So I mean, a little bit of disrespect on the logo. What's new? Sassy little fold there, right next to the logo. Disrespect, but no crumbs, no dimples, no dents for the most part that I can see. Maybe a little bit of cellulite around the abdominal section of the doink, but other than that, it's a pretty fucking clean doink, dude. Can't say much. All aesthetic there. Ooh, perfect dry pool. All right, dude. Ever since Paul all of a sudden decided he's never going to disrespect Prefer's logo again, dude, he's got space for another logo in between there in the disrespect range. But another minimal dimple. I don't really see any. It's looking pretty fire with no fold. Wow. Put some respect on this doink.
Put
Damn.
some respect on my name.
Yeah, I can't really talk any shit today. Sorry, guys.
All right, scrap.
Let's get it. Rest in peace, young King Dave.
It's fucking nice out. I'm trying to chill, smoke some loud, feel me? I got loud. Hit my line. Either DM me or hit my line, bro. I got loud. I'm trying to smoke. Out here in Amish, smoking big doinks in Amish. Big old doinks. Big old doinks. Gang. Gang. Just trying to roll through. I got Marlboro Menthols, I got Swishers, and I got doinks. Yeah, we out here. Smoking out here. Big doinks. Yo, me and Will Leandro out here smoking doinks on the block, gang. You see, 30,000 people about to see Will Leandro with that doinks. 30,000 people.
GB Weebies, I'm going to be looking fresh as fuck, smoking doinks all day. Getting pot zoned off the stinky, blinky, skunk. Fuck 12.
Out here smoking $100 bill doinks. Big doink kid. My sour diesel darker than broccoli. cream of the crop, homie, don't make yourself a mop. It's fucking nice out. I'm trying to chill, smoke something loud, feel me? I got loud.
Nice first hit, like last time off the Zozo. Also, for this whole salts and organics debate, check out Hot Slice's new episode coming up. No Till Kings will be going against someone. We're going to find a salts grower as the first debate on the topic of salts versus organics. There will be a few debates on this topic. We're going to have people from the opposing side come up and debate that topic as well as many other topics. So if you feel like you're a big name that backs salts or organics and you want to get up there and talk your shit and debate like some gentlemen, no mentally immature people that are just going to be throwing around insults and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like
Yeah,
people that are,
there should be
you know,
rules that you go over before. No name calling. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that are just
Yeah.
Need that for real.
It was just wet right there.
Oh, okay.
It still seemed tight. But yeah. I mean, you could name call, you could do whatever the fuck you want, but ideally, the point is,
If you want to keep it civil, I think
look,
you
let's
gotta
save
keep
the
name calling
ratings
out of it.
for JP, because if it gets out of hand, that's clickbait. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But the point of it is to create a public square debate stage for important topics that will educate the community whatever way it goes. Whoever wins the debate, there's going to be a poll afterwards the community can debate on or can vote on who they think is right. And JP, that was a pretty nice hit. A little bit of mineral-y something behind it, but really smooth, nice flavor. Checking pretty much all the boxes. Purity's the only one I'm gonna hit it a couple more times and check, but
That had a bite to me relative.
it does. It does have a little tonsil
Yeah.
sting on it, but it is combusting really well. Starbucks out here promoting the PSL. Where? Send that to me, bro. Scrap, you just missed a whole lot of talking about salts and organics. Cali Plug would be hilarious. Who do you guys think would be the best ambassador for either side? You know, it's one thing to grow the best version of that, but who is the most knowledgeable around it?
And Cali Plug would be like, dude, I put salt in the sea. I'm the reason why you guys have salt.
Yeah,
Put salt in the sea, dude.
I
know what
literally
you guys are
loaded up
talking
the
about.
Himalayas, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
It's me.
But I'm just curious. I think Wizard Trees would be a good one. I think Jordan Blueprint is a wealth of knowledge. He'd be a good one. Think of analytical, like intelligent people to debate.
You ready for my first round?
Yeah.
Intensity and stain, I will give to Zozo. That shit is kicking right now.
It's loud flavor.
But I give everything else to Woodwide.
I might give purity to Zozo. Since let's get a little doink cam here.
Here.
So this is the Woodwide. This is the Zozo.
Let me see this real quick before I just want to tap them real quick just to see, because you said that I wasn't focusing on purity.
Did they mention someone up there, Sean?
What?
Did I miss him? What do you think?
Yeah, I'll give you purity. So I'll go purity.
He's talking about the pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, the PSL. Uh-huh. So you got what I was picking up there?
Yeah. It's not like it's a lot of it, but it's there. And there's really nothing on the Zozo.
Yeah, there's definitely a little something there, though. Definitely a little something. But it is smooth, accurate. It's got a little coat to it, too.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing that stands out to me about the Zozo, loud, intense flavor, but you pay a little toll,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, you
On
got to
the
pay to
tonsils.
play.
Yeah, it bites a little bit. So, but I mean, as of right now, the flavor's worth the bite. That's kind of the way
Yeah.
out. Is like, at what point is the bite not worth the flavor anymore? And right now, it's more than worth it to me.
Yeah, risk versus reward.
Would I been farting in the grow room again? Don't let me find out, dude. Smoothest smoke, just take much want and the terps. Let's run that back one more time. I want to know what you're saying, bro. But.
Zozo, do you have a stroke, homie?
The novice grower or the grower that just wants to dial shit in. I wouldn't even say the novice grower. I know some elite growers been growing for decades using salts that are having excellent results with it that used to grow soil and have grown soil side by side with salts.
I got a homie that grew fire. Now, mind you, this is a little 6-liter home grow. I got a homie, though, that grew fire with salts for a period of time, stopped and started making his own soil, composting, doing all teas and organic everything. Grew fire with it, too, but went straight back to salts afterwards because it just wasn't as good.
Yeah. ACMJ. Can we pin that real quick? Because this is a major point. The one that just passed? Right there, the paragraph one? Yeah.
What does it say?
This is what I'm talking about. It's a fucking nutrient at the end of the day. Whether you get it from an organically derived source that's really hard to measure and dial, or you get it from
a synthetic source that you can
not even a synthetic. If you get it from the Himalayas, if you get it from a really solid source, like Athena, I think it was the Himalayas. I don't want to say for sure, but they told me their source. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I thought you were just whipping up salts in a fucking, in a laboratory the way. It's like, nah, they're sourcing it from good places and shit. So I'm like, okay. Let's get another Doink cam because the Woodwide's pitching, seems like right now. And the Zozo's been combusting well the whole time. Realistically. From the beginning. Got a little smoother that time, that hit for me. The Zozo. Still just a little bite, but like that was maybe one of my more enjoyable hits of the Zozo so far.
Nice.
Are these my last hits of the second?
No, it should be your first hits of the second.
I got a little burn from.
These are my.
I got a little burn from Woodride right there.
My last hits of the second.
Okay, cool. Because I need my second rounds. Because right there, it was almost like the Zozo was smoother. At those last hits, hadn't been like that the whole time, but those last hits, it seemed like it almost switched. I have a 4-3 first round, but the second round, purity, intensity, and stain is absolutely, I think, still with, which are 3 big categories, by the way. Purity, intensity, and stain are 3 big categories. Which one just did that to you? The Zozo? Okay. Did you double tap?
Yeah.
I was single tapping, so that could be it. Did that one feel different?
Way different. Yeah.
I got to see on coat accuracy and smoothness right now, dude. For sure, Blue Corner Zozo has purity, intensity, and finish, which a lot of people, if you value...
The Woodsy's a little smoky now, too.
It's heading downhill, I think the Woodsy is right now.
It's not Woodsy, but...
Or, sorry, Woodwide.
Sorry.
So used to saying Woodsy.
You're right.
We just tried the 4th batch of that. Still blowing. Show me somebody else putting 4 batches out in a row that are just absolutely blowing, almost identical to each other.
All right.
That's another feat on its own. Yeah, it's getting a little smoke. I mean, even accuracy at this point, I think. Ah, man. I think coat at this point, though, I would go. I think every flavor category, really, I would go Zozo. But after that last hit, I still think Woodsy or Woodwide would retain smoothness. I can't think of a flavor category right now. I'm not giving Zozo, though, to be honest. In the second round. doing cam here. Hold on. My bad, you guys. I gotta trim the dog soon, dude. Damn, bro. I'm really high. You know I'm high when I can't get the Doink cam to fucking focus here. I'm giving
At
up.
least you ain't giving him the black nail, dude.
Oh, yeah, that happened right before the Tenko episode, too, huh?
Did.
I thought you were just a pussy at first, and then I seen your nail the next day. I was like, oh, damn, okay.
I was like, no, that shit
All
got
right.
fucked up,
My
dude.
bad. Yacht Club was cracking. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a close one. I have it 1-1 going into the third round now. Really, the third round takes it at this point. I mean, this is just really solid smoke, too, the Zozo.
It is.
Like high 8s, just solid. Flavor categories in the 9s. Smoothness, like mid 8. You know what I mean? So I kind of think it, like, floats around the 8.9 kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think anything's changed.
Let me just show you guys this real quick. Organic, by the way. All right. What state are we in? Sacramento, California.
He just said what state, not city.
I know, but it's important.
Bro,
Sacramento, California is different.
gave him the
different
block.
state than LA, California, bro. That's a different state, basically.
He said, right by the mashes.
It's right in the bio, dude. Right, Sacramento. Yeah, all flavor is pretty much gone for me right now in the wood wide. Like there's a reminiscence of something, but the integrity has been lost at this point, and it's still maintaining full flavor integrity for me on the Zozo.
That is also is a problem.
Yeah, so I think that would for me be a third round knockout because I wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's nothing really left to hit for on the wood wide.
Yes and yes.
So I mean, what would you have it as?
Third round KO. We can run that. So
Says
that
we can run it
means
like I'm like
third-
talking him into it, dude.
No, no, I like it. I didn't want to hit it either. That's why I'm the one that put it down.
Oh, okay.
I'm the one that put it down, yeah.
All right.
I hit it and it was
talking you into
smoky.
dude. So 29,
I'm
28.
just lit. What?
29, 20. Oh, third round KO.
Yeah,
Sorry.
KO.
For blue. All right. Congratulations, Zozo. Third round KO over a
Moving
number
on to-
3 ranked wood wide.
Yeah, moving into the semifinals.
Which, to take somebody's rank, you have to challenge them to a super duel, which is either best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5. Or was it best 4 out of 5? I don't know. 3 out of 5. But just depending on how deep the arsenal goes, where the ego goes. Because, some growers are like, I got 5 strains smoking right now. Who wants the smoke? And there's a small number of people that you can count on one hand that could really answer that call with 5 strains smoking.
Yeah.
So that's a crazy call out. If you go 5 for 5 with someone, that's ballsy as fuck. But generally, it's a 2 strain or best 2 out of 3, and it's scheduled ahead of
5
time.
is just fucking putting your nuts on the table and being like,
Yeah.
what?
And there's a fee to jump rank, so it's not just like everybody slanging dick all at the same time trying to challenge each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big deal when a rank challenge goes down. But nevertheless, a wild card has now just beat a number 3 ranked in a bracket. Organic wild card, might I add. So
Crazy.
this is getting interesting, like every bracket tends to. But right now, what time is it? 3:58. Where the fuck is Dave? Is he in here? Okay. We'll have him come. We'll talk about what he's doing next. Oh, really? Here, I'm a fucking... Or you want to just tell him to slide in here? What was the strain Zozo submitted again? What was it again? Fuck. What was the name of it? It's on the
Of
tip of my
what?
tongue. The
Of
OG
what?
that Zozo submitted.
Oh, shit.
Was it Venice or what the fuck was it?
No. It's not the Venom OG.
Not
Hold
the
on.
Venom, no. Davinci OG. I don't know why I was thinking about a V or something. But, yo, so you want to fucking... I guess we don't even have a chair, huh? But now that you're here, did you pull up? So you pulled up to the dispensary for this? You didn't ask the staff, right? You hunted this one down? For the Pervert versus Buck Mountain? What you got going at 420? Okay, yeah. So basically, you pulled up as like, what's the most fire shit? Top 2 fires things under $50 on the menu. So a lot of people be asking us like, "This fool is high as fuck or what?"
You just called me off.
Yeah. So people keep asking us to go to the dispensaries and see what's smoking straight off the shelf for like an affordable price, and that's not really on brand for us because we're trying to just find the best weed regardless of price. So Dave is basically starting a dispensary league where he's running around to rec shops buying shit that's actually available and findable. So he'll be up at 4:20. It's 4 o'clock right now. Tip drop this weekend and another episode tomorrow at what, 11:30? Doing one more morning episode. So we'll see you tomorrow at 11:30. Shout out Zozo for the 3rd round KO over a number 3 ranked pound for pound PSL opponent. We'll see you in the morning. Or actually, see you in 20 minutes with Dave.